Hi, everyone. Wow, so good to see you all. I see some friends, I see some familiar faces, and a lot of new people. Here at BTC Prague, it's all work, it's all play, it's all family. So, welcome to this presentation on Not Your Keys, Not Your Coins. My name is Ioni Appelberg, and I am the author of the newly released Bitcoin book, Abundance Through Scarcity. Here, look at this. this, this is a very important book. It's a book about the importance of Bitcoin for the future of the human civilization. Not a small topic. It has some great mind-bending ideas and some stunning artwork, and I'm very proud to put my name on it. And I firmly believe that it is going to be one of the fundamental pillars in a lot of people's Bitcoin journeys. And I'm also the host of the creatively named YouTube channel Ioni Appelberg, where I make whiteboard explainer videos about Bitcoin, mostly about the philosophical aspects. And this is actually where the meme, everything divided by 21 million, originated. Very few people know this, but I actually designed that meme based on Knut Svanholm's work. And on this channel, I've collaborated quite a bit with Knut Svanholm and Guy Swan. Actually, is anybody here familiar with our work on YouTube? Raise your hands, please. Yeah, so a few of you. That's fantastic. To those of you who did not raise your hands, I will take note of you. Just kidding. But please have a look at the channel and join the community. So I stand before you today to talk about why it is important that we take responsibility for the security of our Bitcoins and what we can do to make sure that our Bitcoins are secure. Every time a new technology emerges, we have to learn new ideas, new concepts, new words associated with that technology in order to understand it. Some of us in here are old enough to remember the emergence of the personal computer and the internet and the struggle having to learn a ton of new vocabulary and concepts associated with that. Public and private keys are two such terms that we're going to have to learn with the emergence of Bitcoin. See, in the fiat system, we have accounts and passwords. But in the Bitcoin system, we don't have accounts and passwords. In the Bitcoin system, we have public and private keys. And I have made a whiteboard explainer video about public and private keys to explain what they are. And I'm going to show you a short clip right now.
Your public key is the address where you receive Bitcoins, similar to an email address, but for money. Now imagine your public key, your Bitcoin address, as a mailbox within the vast Bitcoin network. To open your mailbox and access your coins, you need your private key, much like a key to a mailbox.
Not your keys, not your coins. Refers to your private keys. And if you don't control your private keys, it means that somebody else does. And that somebody else has access to your proverbial mailbox on the Bitcoin network, to your address. And they can open that address and access your money. So it is paramount that you take control of your private keys. Now, some of you may be relying on an exchange to keep your coins secure. Maybe you trust them more than you trust yourself. Or maybe you just haven't gotten around to taking your keys or your coins off of the exchange just yet. But I'm here to tell you that you don't want to store your coins on an exchange because exchanges, even the big ones, get hacked all the time. Exchanges and accounts on exchanges are hacked all the time. They make exit scams, they go bankrupt, they disappear, and sometimes they get in trouble with the law, and sometimes governments seize funds. And I have prepared another thing for you, and I really think that you're going to like this one. Let's ask our AI overlords what they think about storing your coins on exchanges. I have prepared a prompt, and it goes like this. Please provide a comprehensive table. I like to be polite when I address our AI overlords. I think it's a good practice. Please provide a comprehensive table summarizing notable incidents involving Bitcoin exchanges and wallets between 2011 and 2021. 2021 is the cutoff year when GPT no longer has any trading data. The table should include the following columns: year, exchange, wallet name, type of incident, and amount of Bitcoins lost. Focus exclusively on Bitcoin-related incidents and exclude other cryptocurrencies. For each year, from 2011 to 2021, include at least 4 incidents with rows ordered chronologically. So here we are on ChatGPT, and I'm pasting the prompts. And we see this fantastically terrifying table emerge. Look at these sums. These are no small amounts. Just imagine how many individual accounts had to be hacked for these kinds of sums to disappear. Also note that this is by no means an exhaustive table. These incidents happen all the time. So what we have to realize is that Bitcoin is an entirely new kind of monetary system, radically different from the fiat system. And this in itself is mind-boggling, that we have a new global monetary system emerging. See, we are accustomed to having accounts and passwords as the interface to our money, but in the Bitcoin system, we instead have our public and private keys. And it is paramount that we take good care of our keys, because when you leave the private keys of your coins in the hands of an exchange, you're no longer in control of your money. You only get an IOU, a claim check on your coins, and this can be incredibly dangerous. So Bitcoin comes with certain principles, certain rules. And the first rule, I'm going to give you the 3 most important rules of Bitcoin right now. And the first rule of Bitcoin is, don't talk about your Bitcoins. And this means that the second rule of Bitcoin is, say it with me, I want you to say it with me, the second rule of Bitcoin is, don't talk about your Bitcoins, right? If the reference is lost on anybody, I am going to assume you're under the age of 25. People in their 20s are like, what is this naked guy smoking a cigarette doing on this presentation? That's fine. The third rule of Bitcoin is, get a hardware wallet. But what is a hardware wallet? Let's again ask our animated friends.
A hardware wallet is a small device that you use to store your private keys offline, which makes them much more secure than keeping them on your computer, phone, or with an exchange. Hardware wallets are inexpensive and easy to use, and they are a great way to keep your Bitcoins safe.
Not your keys, not your coins is a fundamental principle of Bitcoin. It's not just a catchy meme. It is how Bitcoin works. But it is important that it is a meme, because as a meme, it helps us understand the importance of taking responsibility for our financial security. And when you do take responsibility for your financial security, by taking your coins off of the exchange and putting them on a hardware wallet, you get something that is invaluable. You get peace of mind. Now, each and every one in here who owns Bitcoin, you probably already have a pretty big Bitcoin stack. I know it may not seem like it at this point in time, but I am willing to contend that the stack that you currently have could one day grant you tremendous purchasing power. You could be sitting on generational wealth. Here's the thing. There are only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoins. And 4 or 5 million of those are lost forever. They are dead pixels in the vast ocean of cyberspace. They will never be found. This means that you own a fixed percentage of the entire Bitcoin economy, consisting of just 16 or 17 million coins or fewer. And as the Bitcoin economy grows, as it expands, that fixed percentage of yours is going to grant you tremendous purchasing power. Owning just 0.1 Bitcoins is going to be astonishingly rare. Astonishingly rare. Ladies and gentlemen, I have devised a 3-step plan for you. Don't worry, it's easy to follow, simple and effective. Step 1, get a hardware wallet. Step 2, get your coins off of the exchange and put them on the hardware wallet. In Bitcoin, we often use the terms keys and coins interchangeably. And this can be confusing, so allow me to clarify, and this is important. Bitcoins never leave the Bitcoin network. They can only move between different addresses within the network. What you have on your Bitcoin wallets on your phone are not Bitcoins. What you have on an exchange, not Bitcoins. What you have on your phone, those are keys. And your private key is associated with the public key, an address, a mailbox on the Bitcoin network. And when you have a key that is associated with the public key on the Bitcoin network where there are money, you can unlock that address and move those coins to a different address. So you own your Bitcoins by controlling your private keys. Hence the meme, not your keys, not your coins. So it is paramount that we move our coins off of the exchange or our keys off of the exchange, because exchanges get hacked all the time. ChatGPT concurs. Step 3, profit. Now, I've given you this 3-step plan, but I want to take this one step further, and I'm going to give you a to-do list for your stay here at BTC Prague. And the first item on this list is still, obviously, to get a hardware wallet. And the second item on this list is, guys, check out my YouTube channel. It is a great place to learn. It's a vibrant community. Join it. Third item, obviously, get a signed copy of my book. After this talk, I will be signing books right over there. Come over, say hi. But if I can leave you with anything, let me leave you with this. There are technologies that come into our lives to be there for a decade. They weren't meant to be there always. They were stepping stones to something else. The printing press, the telegraph, paper money. But Bitcoin is not one of those technologies. Bitcoin is not just another rocket booster that is going to elevate humanity to a certain altitude and then fall off. See, what we have to understand about money is that money is a fundamental tool of civilization that we need to progress. We need money to coordinate our resources and our workforce and to cooperate over large distances and over generations. Fiat and gold have served humanity quite well up until this point. They have elevated humanity to this extraordinary level. But this is the end of the line for gold and fiat, because we have now evolved past them. They can no longer come with us on our journey. And this is where Bitcoin takes over. But Bitcoin is not just another rocket booster. It is not just going to elevate us to a new altitude and then fall off. No, Bitcoin is final money. It is the last form of money that humanity will ever need. In 400 years, there will be a little boy or a little girl using the exact same coins that you have in your wallet right now. And the people of the future, they will need money just as much as we do. So for your sake, and for the sake of humanity, get a hardware wallet. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You've been wonderful.